I think a part of Shaq, he might not ever admit this, but Shaq see these guys winning these MVPs and a little envious because, and I don't care. Look, I understand that Shaq got 4 titles and he has 3 Finals MVPs, but Shaq know deep down we should be having a discussion for GOAT. Shaq name is never brought up in the discussion. Now we bring his name up with big mans, with Will, Russell, and Kareem, and rightfully so. But we're never going to see another guy Shaq's size with his athleticism that was as dominant as him.
Yeah.
And he robbed himself because he didn't take it serious enough. Did he take it serious? Not nearly as serious as he should have. Shaq should have 5 MVPs. Shaq should have 7 titles. And I think he sees a guy like Nikola Jokic that's not as dominant as him and gets 3 and 4 years.
Yeah.
And people are talking about him. And they talk about him dominant big man. But see, when you historically great, they talk about you as great basketball player, the GOAT. And Shaq is never brought up.
What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy Icon Got You, a.k.a. the voice of the casual, a.k.a. Mr. Leather on Butt. Okay, we got to bring up Big Unk and Big Diesel. Yo, come on, step up center stage. Yo, Big Shaq, Big Unk. What the fuck is going on, bro? Like, I literally wake up this morning to see Shannon Sharpe and Shaq in a Twitter beef, like in a literal, like, I'm like, bro, what is the world coming to right now? So over this weekend, Shannon Sharpe had made some comments on his Nightcap podcast. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go check out Big Unk on his podcast, everything like that. So he had said some comments about Shaq, basically, where he had kind of said how Shaq isn't looked at as one of the greatest players. He's not. Like, and when we talk about GOATs, we don't talk about Shaq. I've never heard a person compare Jordan and Shaq. I've never heard it. And if you have, let me know in the comment section for real. But I've never heard it. And that's no slight to Shaq. Shaq underachieved for his career. And I've always said that. Like, I was like, could you just imagine? I always say, take out everything else. Like, fuck everything else. Like, Shaq, imagine if Shaq just hit half of his free throws. I've always said that. Just think of how many points Shaq left at the free throw line. Just that. Then even when Shaq and Kobe were together, this isn't like this is not news. Like, Kobe said you was lazy as shit. Like, Kobe said, man, I wish you would come ready. You came into seasons out of shape and you used the season to get you back into shape. There was once upon a time Shaq was focused on his rap career and all things not basketball. We're just saying, like, not saying Shaq didn't dominate, but at the end of the day, if you dominated the way you were supposed to, I don't think we would have moments where we would have to argue who should have won an MVP, Steve Nash or Shaq. Just saying, there's a lot of moments. Like, even though you were as dominant as you were, Kobe still has more rings than you. No slight. Just saying. It's over. And then when we talk GOAT, we talking about LeBron and Jordan. We're not saying LeBron, Jordan, Shaq. If anything, it's LeBron, Jordan, Kobe. And that's no slight to Shaq. Shaq has been one of the most dominant big mans of all time. But to say that Shaq hasn't underachieved, we'd be lying. So Shaq responded to Shannon Sharpe with a IG post, and he said, you took me sticking up for Shay. He said, you took me sticking up for at Shay as jealousy. Shows how smart you are and how you say anything to get clicks. So here's some clickbait for you. If you ain't ranked in the top 10 in your profession, then you can't speak on me. Don't forget, I know what you did to get where you at. Side note, what the fuck are you alluding to? You trying to say,
What do you mean by that?
There's some more exposure going to be happening in 2024? That's the other thing I'm looking at. Cat Williams said this whole year, a lot of things are going to start being exposed. Don't be surprised if you see something about Shaq come out or something. Like, just don't be surprised. I don't know, because apparently everybody got tea on everybody. So I don't understand this, like, with this part with Shaq, what you're saying. Like, I don't understand what you're alluding to in this regard, but I digress. Then he says, me jealous, laugh out loud, sounds like you jealous. Shaq, you do sound jealous. No offense. You sound like a hater sometimes, and that's no disrespect, because I'm not trying to be funny. And I think Gil kind of even alluded to this. Has anybody ever noticed that it seems like Shaq got a problem with every big man in the league? Oh, bruh. I cannot make this shit up. As I'm recording this video to get it out to y'all, I'm putting down edits and everything. Yo, Shaq just released a friggin' diss track on Shannon Sharpe. This is hilarious. Like every big man in the league, Shaq had some type of critique towards every big man in the league. Like even Rudy Gobert. I remember, if anybody, I'll use Rudy Gobert as an example. Anybody remember when Rudy Gobert got paid and Shaq, the post that he put up about Rudy Gobert getting paid and saying, "Oh, this is all you have to do as a big man is average this and this." And I'm not saying that that Shaq wasn't wrong in his assessment, but I'm just saying Shaq has a critique for every big man that comes into the league. But Shaq was pissed off and said that a person like Bill Walton couldn't say nothing to him. It's like, but not. And I mean, this is all respectfully, Shaq. You are better than Bill Walton. I feel like Shaq is a better, more dominant big man than Bill Walton. But at the end of the day, I'm more using this to just say Shaq has an issue with almost every big man that comes in the league. And he's critiqued Jokic like as if Jokic isn't great sometimes. And that's no slight. It's just that Jokic is a better overall product than what Shaq. Jokic is not saying that Jokic is not more dominant than Shaq. That's not what we're saying here. But if we really look at Jokic's career and how it's panned out, Jokic looks more accomplished than Shaq. So when I say accomplished, I'm more meaning that he's more evolved his game to match the game. Shaq didn't. Shaq was naturally gifted, so he never really evolved. Jokic has elevated his game where he is like a point center. He's becoming like kind of a revolutionary factor of what the center position was. From Shaq to Jokic now is more what I was saying. It's more what I think Shannon Sharpe was alluding to. Jokic is more accomplished. He has and then it's like Shaq got MVPs, cool. Three finals MVPs. Cool. Jokic got 3 regular season MVPs. I think, right? Jokic got 2, at least 2. I'm just saying. It's just more, the resume is starting to catch up. He got 1 championship, but let Jokic get like 2 more. Just saying. We talk about Shaq and everything, but Tim Duncan is more, in my opinion, this is my opinion, this is all my opinion. I think Tim Duncan is more accomplished than Shaq. Like, I think you could make a debate for saying it was Tim Duncan's generation when Shaq was there. You can make a case. You can make an argument. It's not like it's so far-fetched, but I digress from that. But let's get back into this. So it's more now Shaq is going in. He's going in and he says, me jealous, you sounds like you jealous. I know you trying to stay relevant by gossiping on your podcast. We don't believe you. You need more people. And in case you forgot, 4 rings, 3 finals MVPs, top 50 and top 75. Google me. And to be quite frank, all this new success you got, you still under me. You don't know my work ethic. But according to you, I work less than you. But I'm worth more than you. That's factual. That is factual. They can say whatever they want about network. Yo, Shaq got chicken. That's one thing I would never dispute. Yo, I commend Shaq as a black man and a black entrepreneur. You could not disrespect that man's financial portfolio. You cannot. I feel like Shaq is a bully. Like, I don't know why. I feel like when I read this post in context, I feel like Shaq is a bully, and it makes even. Hold on, we're gonna get to that. Shaq, you kind of looking like a bully here right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Looking like a big bully. Google me, and to be quite frank, all this new success you got, you still under me. You don't know my work ethic, but according I work less. Yeah, but I'm worth more than you. Make it make sense. Love you too. If you need help making money, it's better ways than gossiping. I'm too old for this shit. Love always. The most dominant big man ever who never took it serious. Remember, I don't know you. And in the words of Skip Bayless, I'm better than you. G14 classification. I have that. You don't. Not in my profession. And your GOAT debate. Never wanted to be the GOAT. I wanted to be who you should greet me as, the most dominant ever, the apex predator. I don't think he was trying to slight Shaq. I think he was more just saying this to preface it by saying, hey, listen, you could have achieved more and you underachieved in your career. we do talk about you as one of the most dominant big men in the game to have ever played. We do, in that regard, we hold you to that. The apex predator. Yes, that is factual. But at the end of the day, we're more just saying that you, and this is stuff that Shaq has said out of his own mouth. He has said that he underachieved. He could have done more. He could have worked harder. He could have trained harder. He could have ate better. He could have done things better to make his career have a more impactful career. Just saying, you could have worked on your free throw shooting. You could have, you just imagine, I'm like, and I said this earlier, imagine if Shaq just hit half of his free throws. Like, for real, Hack-a-Shaq, y'all don't remember Hack-a-Shaq was a thing? Like, remember there was a game where I think Shaq took like 30 free throws, bro. And made like 10. It's just, it is what it is. You left 20 points on the board. Think of how many points every game. Like, if we might have to go into a metric and look at how many free throws did Shaq miss. And then just add on that. Like, just add that up. Just saying, like, overall, is Shaq one of the greatest players to ever play the game? Yes, that's hands down. But overall, I think that a lot of things are getting lost in translation here. I do believe that Shaq is one of the most dominant big men to have ever played the game. And at the same time, I do believe Shaq is underachieved. I don't think Shaq is a hater, but Shaq do look like a bully to me. Like, I feel like, yo, this lovey, like the lovey-dovey Shaq we be seeing, yo, that nigga probably a bully behind the scenes, my nigga. I could see it now, because the way Shaq be talking sometimes, even when you catch him on the show, like, little things, like, yo, I just feel like, Shaq, you might be a bully. And I'm not mad at you for being a bully. Shit, you big as hell, my boy. Bully niggas, man, shit. I ain't mad at you, but damn, dog, like, come on. Shaq, it just come a point where, man, don't even. This is. You don't have to do this, gang. Like, this whole pose, man. We know you're great, bro. It's just your greatness doesn't trump the fact though that you still underachieved. Is all he was being trying to say. Like, but maybe Shaq doesn't. I also think that that's cap. That when you said never wanted to be in the GOAT debate, I think that's cap. I'm sorry. That part I said cap. And Shaq, you my nigga, but I think that's cap. You my nigga though, but I think that's cap. You my dog, big Diesel. You my nigga. I almost said the other thing. I was like, whoa, no Diddy. Like, you my nigga. But just saying, Shaq, this ain't, nah, that's cap. I'm sorry. Like, you were telling Kobe you was better than him, and Kobe was looking to be the GOAT. So if you thinking you better than him, wouldn't that make you looking like you, as if you think you're the GOAT? If you think you're the most dominant, my boy, you wanted to be that GOAT. That's when you were playing Jordan in that playoff series, when you was in Orlando, you was looking to beat on the GOAT, to be talked as the GOAT. Stop. That's cap. I'm sorry, Shaq. That's cap, and you know that's cap. And then for you to bring up that Skip Bayless situation, that was the other thing. I think that was corny. I'm sorry. That part was corny. Cause you know that Skip Bayless disrespected the mess out of Shannon Sharpe. That crap was crazy. Like, that joint was crazy. Like, that was crazy. And he did it on live television, just like some of he said was out of pocket. And as a black man, you should be standing up for your fellow black man in that situation. To throw that's crazy. That's all I'm saying. But other than that, nah, man. What do y'all think about this situation? How do y'all feel about? Do y'all think Shannon Sharpe was right, or do y'all think Shaq was right? Like, for real, let me know in the comment section what y'all be really thinking. Shaq, also, please don't hurt me, bro. Like, I know you be. I was watching Academics, and he's saying like you be bullying. You don't have to be. You don't gotta beat me up or nothing, bro. I don't want no smoke. This is just. Yes, I gossip. I'm gossiping for a thing. I'm broke right now, bro. I'm broke right now. I'm trying to make some bread. I'm not even going to cap. Your situation came all over my timeline, and no Diddy. Your situation's all over the timeline. I said, you know what? Definitely got to talk about this. Shaq, don't come for me, please. Yo, for real, bro. I don't want no smoke with you, Big Diesel. I don't want no smoke. Big Unk, yo, shout out Big Unk too, man. And then this thing, yo, go check out Nightcap if y'all don't ever watch that thing with him and Ocho and whoever they bring on there sometimes. But definitely, y'all already know, man. It's your boy Icon Got You, a.k.a. the voice of the casual, a.k.a. Mr. Leather on Butt. But like y'all already know, man, always be you and never be afraid to reinvent yourself. And, y'all drop a comment, like the video, and subscribe, man, if you're new, man. We almost at 1,000, bro. Appreciate all the new followers. And, yo, we on this journey together, man. But like I say, y'all, I'm out. So it's actually kind of funny. As I was about to be wrapping up this video and everything, Shannon Sharpe did respond back to Shaq's post that I was just reading. He actually did respond back to it on like just now. So definitely I'm gonna throw that audio of what he said back in. Like y'all know it's your boy Icon got you, aka the voice of the casual, aka Mr. Leather on Butt. But definitely y'all, this always be you. Never be afraid to reinvent yourself. Talk to me in the comment section. What y'all think about this whole situation, man? But y'all already know. I'm out.
Classification. I have it. You don't. Not in my profession.
Wait, when that happened?
He just about 10 minutes ago.
Wait,
I've never.
Shaq in the chat?
No, he on IG. I've never professed. I've never professed that I was his greatest Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
But what I will say,
yes, sir,
I got what I got because I worked my ass off. Now, yes, Shaq has been the one that said that he didn't work as hard, he didn't train as hard, he didn't eat as well as he should have.
Right.
Shaq is the one that anytime someone wins an MVP, he talks about how he should have been the MVP over Steve Nash. Now, you guys have heard me speak glowingly. I say Travis Kelce is better tight end than I was. So was Gronk. So was my guy, what's his name? For the Chargers. Antonio Gates, Gonzo, Big Winslow. I'm cool. I got no problem. You know why I got no problem, Ocho, with giving people credit?
Right.
Because I got everything out of my God-given ability. God gave me the ability to do what I could do. But he gave me discipline. He gave me dedication, the way I trained, the way I ate, the way I slept. So this was all I could get.
Right.
Now, I would have felt some type of way if I'd have got these numbers and I half-assed it. But I never half-assed it. Kobe said Shaq should have won and they should have won.
Right.
But my thing is that you can't, and it said greatest characters. It's Shaq, I'm the greatest character. No, am I a top 100 player? No. Am I the equivalent as a football player as Shaq was as a basketball player? No. But what I did do is that I maximized that. And my question, if Shaq and because it's rough on the back. My question is, do you believe that you gave everything you possibly could in basketball? Did you train the way you should have? Did you eat the way you should have? That just goes to show you how great you was. That you allowed your weight to get out of control. The injury started to creep up and you got 4 rings and you got 3 finals MVP.